How often are you putting everyone else first and putting yourself last? We're going to talk about it in the episode today, and we're talking about the first prescription, believing you deserve care too. Welcome to the Break Room, your weekly video series for the Black woman nurse who wants to go from perpetual self-sacrifice to prioritizing self-care. And I am your host, Deetra Dennis, the self-care coach for nurses. And this is the place for nurses who value, own, and invest in their full circle well-being of their most valuable patient, themselves. Yes. And so if that sounds like you, let's chat it up. And I always like to say, everyone is welcome here to pause, reflect, and be nourished. So let's get back into it. Okay, going back to the question in the beginning. How often are you putting yourself last, or you know what, not even on the list at all? Yeah, we need to switch that. And so again, we're talking about the first prescription, believing you deserve care too. So nurses, I know so often we are taught, again, we talked about this a little bit last week, but how so often we are taught to put patients first. And I know that there is a book out there. I can't remember the name of the author, but it's about human first. So switching that, not that we are not going to serve, we're going to serve, but it's important that our cup overflows first so that we can serve from our overflow. You agree with me? All right. So again, so going back to, we don't have to believe, or we don't believe we deserve care too. And what happens? We end up being exhausted, resentful, and burned out. Or might I say burnt out? Can you agree with me on that? When we, are perpetually putting everybody else first. And so, in fact, there is, if I'm looking over to the side, I'm looking at my notes because I like to come prepared before you each week. So the American Nurses Association Healthy Nurse Survey found that nearly 70% of nurses put their health at risk to meet patients' needs. And I am so glad that in 2015, the American Nurses Association revised the Code of Ethics, and in provision 5.1, it is entitled Duties to Self and Others. And so it says making sure that nurses must take care of themselves before they take care of anyone else. And that is so important. Again, serving from our overflow, because how can we show up and serve from our heart at the highest level if we're serving from an empty space? So I want to share with you how to transition from being last. And that first prescription is belief. And Cambridge Dictionary defines belief as the feeling of being certain that something exists or is true. So I want you to believe without any shadow of a doubt that you are worthy of three things, more than three, but we like to keep it brief over here, brief but powerful. So the first one, believe that you are worthy of rest without guilt or apology. Can you agree with me on that? All right. And I want number two, that you are certain that you are worthy of nourishment, be it food, be it movement, be it care. You are worthy of that. You are worthy to refuel and fuel yourself up with that. And knowing by doing so, you show up as your best self. Okay. And then number three, believe that you are worthy of support. We talked about this a little bit last week about asking for help as a sign of strength. And so again, receiving help without feeling weak. It is the ultimate display of strength when you ask for help. Remember, we talked about that last week. And so again, knowing that asking for help, this is another quote, asking for help is a sign of strength because it demonstrates courage, self-awareness, and vulnerability. Rather than it being weakness, it is wisdom. Yes. So again, those three ways that I want you to believe. That first prescription is belief. So believe that you're worthy of rest. Believe that you're worthy of nourishment. Believe that you are worthy of support. Yes. And so if you are ready to put your belief into action, because believing is a verb, which is action, right? So if you want to turn your belief into action, know that you deserve care too, and go over and sign up for From Superwoman to Self-Care Masterclass. It is free and it's self-paced, and it's, you can take it all at 1 hour, or you can take it lesson by lesson. So because I know that your plate is full, so take it how it best fit for you. And the link is in the description below. So, I love to end it with a great quote. So this one, wow, this one is really, really good. So here we go. Self-worth is one thing, thinking that you are worthy. And I want you to know and believe that you deserve it. So again, I'm going to say it again. Self-worth comes from one thing, thinking that you are worthy. So until our next episode, have a wonderful week.